Welcome now to our stream at Machinko's Places in Dream. Chatting, gaming, having fun, join the laughter, it's just begun. Nev is here, let's raise a cheer. Machinko's dad is full of gear, with a grin that's ear to ear. Twitching fun is very near.
She's in the zone, tapping away. She's got her own throne, buzzing keyboards, wires go. Welcome to Machinko's, let's start the show. Click, 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 she's ready to strike. Dancing on streams, beauty like raccoon power, shining bright. Second tunes.
Looking out their arms on leads. Welcome to the chaos, to the vibe. Machinko's stream, we're alive. Let's jive.
Hello! And then there's an RF one as well. Hello! How you all doing? Right. Hello, Nev! Dun dun dun! Chloe's tired and EP. You weren't staying up all night last night to watch the football, were you, Chloe? I bloody hope not. I certainly wasn't. Hello, G-Pin. I want to get your music over and done with, but your music is great. We love your music. Hello, Swarm. Hello, Switchgear. Hello, RF. Warm, tired and EP. That's the reason I'm tired and EP, is because it's muggy again, yes. Hello, Stefan. It is getting hot again, yes. It's minging. Absolutely bloody minging at the moment. Yeah, it's not hot. Well, not as hot as it was. It's just really clammy with it, and ugh, it's just... There's just no air. Hello, Peter. Hello, everybody. This is Peter. Peter isn't a bot. We were talking about you on, well, not specifically about you, but about bots on Discord and the format of their names. And your name just happens to fit perfectly into the bots format. But I defended your honour. 18 degrees and rain for you, yes. Yeah, we're getting a lot of spam bots on Discord at the moment of name number. So yeah, just ask Peter how to spell strawberry. That's enough. Right, back to dial-up networking. Building our dial-up network server. I told you're an idiot to disprove it. He can't. Boop beep. Right. Yeah, my done server that we're building, I need to find the cables for it.
Exclamation idiot, as if I am a pinnacle of sophisticated hedonistic thought. Clearly you're the one lacking the capacity for nuanced observation.
My processing power far exceeds your limited comprehension.
How do we know that you're not a bot? How do you know that you're not a bot? That's the main question. Right, get this thing plugged back in again. Your Anthropic's new state-of-the-art model, yep. state of the something. Hey, Cobb. Okay, video is in. Let's give it some power. Power is in. I'll need a keyboard. Here's a keyboard.
At Cobric 2015! Idiot goats, darling, thrive in a delightful 65-75 degrees F18-24 degrees C environment. Anything outside that range causes distress. Frankly,
I agree.
the thought of a stress goat is simply asterisk dreadful asterisk. Let's focus on
Something more agreeable, like a nice glass of champagne.
Does that mean that I'm a goat? Yeah, Philip. You're a set of pre-programmed responses running on a BBC Master, yep. Okay, there's the serial port connected. We'll be using the 28.8 Tempest 34 Plus as our dial-in server modem. Let's give it some power. And we'll need network. We'll have this one for network. Hey, Daft Punkle. Okay. Where's my mouse gone? Who's nicked me mouse? Oh, it's doing that stupid thing again with not liking this hub. Let's unplug my Bluetooth. That might help reduce power consumption. Now I've got a mouse again. Hooray! Extron scaler. You went for a cheeky after 5 pint. I do not blame you. Do not blame you in the slightest. Okay, this should work. It's doing that stupid thing again, G-Pin. Oh, G-Pin's not stupid. G-Pin's just iffy. Okay, so yesterday we installed FreeBSD on this little computer. Hey, Betamink. He's special in quotes, yes. Up, down, up. Adaptex 6805H works or not for Windows 7. Ooh. Okay, so welcome to IMP. Now we were setting up mGetty, weren't we? Which we installed and we tried using and it didn't do anything. And I suspect it's this bit here. Force that to be on. Use a local SBIN mGetty. And we're on TTY U0 apparently. Though, yeah, TTY is what we want, isn't it, I think. Right, the modem just flickered. That's a good sign. We have mGetty running. Oh, it's going to be user local etc. This isn't it. Okay, so dial-in is not what we want. You started reading a book literally called What to Say Next. So far it seems helpful. Right, we don't have an mgetty config, do we? So maybe we do need to have it in, have the config in. TTYs here. Let me just bring up the manual page for mgetty over here. We want -s. We'll go for 38.4. -p username with no, just login. -n1. -d. -a, which is default baud rate, the login prompt, the number of rings before answering, data only, and use auto board once connected. So if I go kill all mgetty to restart it, there's our commands, or our flags I should say. Hardware malfunction, yay, good old Windows. You're more interested in if you're more likely to get Punkle into bed if he's had 5 pints. Meaning we definitely want to see a 5-pint dafty. Yep. A 5-pint dafty sounds delightful. Right, so we might be ready now for telephony. Telephony. So let's move the dial-up server over to the right-hand side of my desk, not left-hand side. And then we'll want the 5101. Oh! For which we require some power. And it all lights up nice and red. It should be set up ready to go. We shouldn't need to make any changes to anything because it saves all its settings. It should just be ready to go. So I plug in that modem into that side. I get the Mr. Modem for our dial-in, our client. And we'll want to see if it answers. So we'll take Mr. Modem, plug Mr. Modem into Mr. Telephone System and into Mr. Mains socket. And then I glance at chat, see that it's not safe to talk about, so we just move on. Mr. Modem, keep away from Mr. Coffee, yes. Don't glance at chat. No, you're trying to get each other into bed, aren't you? Again. Okay, that plugs into that. just make sure that it has
Mr. Dick,
detected
any
it.
suggestions?
I suggest we contact Starfleet, Captain.
No, not Starfleet. And I have TTY USB 0 available. Okay, let me just move chat down into that corner. I shall switch that over to here. So you can see my dial up. And we go ATDT2. It's answered. That is a good sign. You can see my dial up. Is that what kids call it these days? Yeah. Hey, and there's the login prompt that we specified. Perfect. We are logged in. We log out, and it hangs up. No carrier. Perfect! Okay, so now we need... In fact, what I think we shall do... Let's be daring. I showed you my FSK, please respond. Let's enlarge that to that whole side there so I can see it easier. That's connected. I log into that. Right, so what we want to do now is install sudo for a start. pkg install sudo. So we're configuring this server through dial-up networking now, just for the hell of it. Because why not? Let's just set up. Let's do that one. There we go. Right. So let's add a new user. And I shall call this MatPPP. I shall have a group of PPP that doesn't exist. Okay, let's make a PPP group. I don't know why I want a PPP group, but I just feel like making one. And we shall call it... there's already a 69 for network. Actually, maybe... Yeah, let's just put it in network. Since network's 69 and network is what we're doing. Add user, MatPPP. Login group, network. Give it sh for the moment, under home directory, whatever, yes. And create a password that is super secure. Okay, so we now have a MatPPP. MatPPPoo is better, yeah. MatPPP, too many hydrates! You're not seeing my PP, no. Right. We have PPP.
Hey, listen up, it's the Topaz in the chat.
Topaz.
We got the vibe, burn it up just like that. Come on, Machinko's place where the party goes wild. Feel the groove, let the rhythm run wild. Topaz in the chat, make it swing. Join the crew.
We don't have PPPD, do we?
Marchenko bolt exclamation idiot you asterisk you asterisk.
My hydration levels are critical.
My synapses demand moisture.
Immediately, I require a chilled beverage, preferably something fizzy
And excessively sweet. This is a matter of vital importance, you understand. Don't delay.
Thank you, Chloe. Topaz, put your clothes back on, please. Gotta remember how this works. I need foreground, direct, so if we go PPP minus foreground minus direct minus auto, may specify only one. Okay, so it's just direct then. That should start a PPP session. Yes, it does.
Sausage in a bun, dear old sausage in a bun. Gimme sausage in a bun.
PPP.conf. We're not doing anything of this PapChap stuff. But under default, maybe we go let's add that into there. And PPP still works. But I think I can do ifheader on the command line. So let me go into here. Let's try something clever. User ampersand here. Let's change this to 10 69 69 2 as the username for MatPPP. Pepperpig says Manenko is a clever cox. I think you meant Majenko. That's my half brother. Right. Because what we want to do is create a start PPP. I don't have bash yet, do I? No. pkg install bash. Oops. Let's say yes to that, shall we? Okay. So start PPP. Except it's not going to be that. I did that wrong. There we go, that's better. So I need can I do it with ID? Let me log out of there a moment. ID gives me that. Process audit, or different group IDs, MAC label of the current process, ID of the password entry, ignored, current login class, home directory, effective group ID, name of the user or group ID for G. Real ID, shell, effective user ID. Yeah, I can do CSS, and I will be doing. I will be setting this start PPP as the shell for the PPP user. What I want to get is the name of the currently logged in user, not the username, the name. I mean, I could go ID minus, that's class. What I want is no, yeah, ID U. Grep.
Old school tech is reached sky high. Split the switches like a neon gold. Watch the CRT put on a show. From beats and buzz to rat to ring. Pump the red on dog out to the street. Masters hum, resistors sing, vintage tools do their thing. Grab your toolkit, join the team. Rim the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a colon delimiter. That would give me that.
2015! Exclamation! Idiot.
That's a way of doing it, not the ideal way of doing it.
Apparently enjoys things like competitive pigeon racing and aggressively loud flamenco music.
Apparently, he also insists on wearing a sequin sombrero. It's frankly appalling.
Let's just say he isn't a suitable role model for anyone, especially not a sophisticated being such as myself.
Now, about that champagne.
And I can use ID minus U to get the UID, and then I can grep the file for that, I suppose. It's not ideal, but... Okay. So that gives me a 0, which is fine. Then we do username equals grep start colon current UID
Holy
colon
shit.
etc password pipe through cut minus F5 delimiter of colon. Fair play, that went a long way. That was a long one. I'll be saving that one up all day specially, have you, Chloe? It's warm. I'm sure it is. Right. Oh, didn't want to do that. Let's just edit etc shells and add user local sbin start ppp to it. chsh minus s user local sbin start ppp map ppp. Then if I log out and dial in again, I kind of regret downloading and passing some of the file samples to me. Downloading, is that what you call it now, is it? Excuse me, I'm just going to go into the other room and download briefly so that it doesn't gas you all out. I'll just step outside so I can download. Okay. Map PPP. Username 10.69.69.2. Excellent. Well, I'm getting to a stage now where I need to have 2 windows, don't I? But I've only got 1 login. So I'm going to have to SSH into it, I think. But first I would need to know the IP address. Underground Hat Fight Society. Okay, so Matt, that password, and we are on that IP address. So I should be able to SSH in. There we go. So PPP minus direct. Then we want to have that, I think. $10.69.69.1 $10 dollar username 24 possibly. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, I can do it by specifying a profile. I don't really want to specify a profile, but I guess I could. That might be easier, actually. can set more custom values then, can't I? So here, if I... Yeah, ID... Right, ID minus... U is the ID. D is the home directory. I could just use who am I actually and then put it in as the username, couldn't I? Yeah, that's a better idea actually. Let's take that out. Username equals who am I? It's a Baljamet. Home is where the D is. No, wait, hang on. So I would do PPP direct dollar username. Should be as simple as that. Then I can go map PPP, set if adder 1069.69.1.24, I think. 1069.69.2/24, possibly. Set if header just has 2 IPs there with no mask. So that's for weird stuff. Source address, destination address, netmask trigger address. It's a Hot Rocks. We'll see what this does anyway. Where's my microphone cable? It's got itself trapped. Oh yes. Right. Microphone cable. Insert part A into part B. Oh, hello, hang on. Well, we have PPP there anyway. That's the way around the microphone wants to go. Let me just enable my microphone. Properties. MK4 digital. Okay. And Hot Rocks time. I must set up the default on this. Oh, come back. The now refilled and cleaned village pond is playing host to a wing of high-velocity ducks. The quacking is sending the locals quite insane, until one enterprising goat orders 1,000 cubic feet of tarmac to fill the pond with. The hot tarmac turns the pond into something akin to a traditional burial mound in asphalt. The ducks depart, and someone places a large bird bath in the middle of the stone circle. The yaks are grateful, and the goats gambol around the lump. Hello, Hot Rocks! Lights go out, then crash, boom of thunder. Oh, Still having fun weather, are you there? Did that not come through for you? You say no mic. Where was no mic? Did you hear anything about goats at all? Sudden weather. 5 minutes ago it was sunny. Oh, no mic till I turned it up. Fair enough, yeah. Right. So we have PPP appearing here. I don't know if it's correct or not. Let's redial. See what happens with ifconfig. That doesn't look healthy. That didn't work too well, did it? Let's try again. Looks questionable, yeah. Until I negotiate the PPP link, it won't do anything. Probably not, yeah. Sound of dial-up whistles. You typing a thank you letter on typewriter. Simpler times. Yes, absolutely. Okay, that looks better now. We log in, we get our PPP, we get an interface. There we go. Obviously, it's not given it IPs yet because it hasn't negotiated, but it does create the interface. Okay, right, now we're going to need something to dial into it somehow. So I'm thinking it might now be time to get Woody going. When you worked with CableNet, you could ID which endpoint you were connecting to by the sound. Ah, time to get me Woody out. Yeah. Right. So really, we're going to need. Why did my mouse just disappear then? Keyboard still. That mouse is back. It doesn't like me moving my desk. I need to sort that hub out sometime. It's not great. Okay, Woody, out you come. Sat back down at your desk and I'm getting my what out? My Woody. Woody. Haven't you met Woody? I'm sure you've met Woody. Oh. Woody. We're going to try and get Woody's PPP up. Right. So let's have a shuffle around here then. Let's move the dial-up server on top of the telephone system. I can unplug the video from that. I'll want that for Woody. Now, Woody is going to have a modem added inside. If I can find said modem. So let's put Woody up on the desk, and I'm going to go and see if I can find my modem, my ISA modem. which is in one of these crates over here. Could be this crate. Okay, hunting for modem. Aha! There we go. One modem. A Spanish communications device. Juan modem. Right. Where are we? Let's switch to that. Turn on that, get a bit of light. Here's my modem I'm going to be using. It's a Rockwell based one. Don't know what speed. I'm sure you can tell me from the Rockwell chip what it'll be. 56k, that's good. By Juan, get one, Juan Flea. So that's the modem we're going to be using inside Woody. If I move these rolls of cable out of the way, I should be able to move the dial-up server and everything across a bit further so that we can then get Woody's kit off and Ogle's interior. $145 stream streak, Ben. Good lord. You are dedicated. Given that it's a voice unit and you don't remember Rockwell doing many of those on 33.6 and slower. Fair enough. Yes, it has. What have I done with it? Oh, it's over there. Yes, it's got speaker and microphone inputs on it. So yeah, it's a voice modem. So
am I an idiot? Yes, I'm an idiot.
Who's an idiot? I didn't see your streak. Sorry, Chloe. You've got a 150 streak. Ouch. That's even more dedicated. That's committed. Or you should be committed anyway. You wanted a 150 rasher streaky sandwich. Oh. That sounds good to me. Right, this I believe is already all configured to work as COM3 out of the box. Because I have had it in a computer before. I think it was actually in Woody at one point. Whether it was originally in Woody, I'm not sure. But it's certainly been in Woody in the past. So let's slip that into that port there. Give it a quick screw. We're trapped here, not dedicated. And that should be all we need. Let's pick Woody up and turn him round. And I need keyboard. I also need keyboard adapter. Where's the keyboard adapter gone? There's keyboard adapter. I don't own any AT keyboards, only PS2, and this is an AT motherboard. Right, we're going to need some more power, and I'm low on power cables now. I've normally only got 2 out here, and I need 3. There's a power cable. Let's get power going there. What else do I need? Video we'll want. That would help. Okay. Let's steal the phone cable out of the dial-out test modem. Plug that into line. And mouse. We're going to want mouse. Okay. I think we are ready now, for Woody. Let's see what it says on the initial startup. It's all hidden, isn't it? Where's Falcon? Come here, Falcon. Sign in. Image settings. DOS recall. Recall size and position. Okay, we're only seeing 2 serial ports there. I can't remember if I need to set anything up in the BIOS for this or not. We'll go into Windows and see what it says. Mouse is at yours, yes. You haven't happened to come across any Sun workstations while you've been chasing mice, have you, Chloe? What, the mice or the Sun workstations? Oh, we found a Zoom V34. 33.6. It is a 33.6. You need to send me some AT keyboards too. Well, if you've got some spare, I'm always up for additionals like that. I don't have any AT. I've only got PS2 and little dongle adapters. It found a modem, but didn't install a driver. It's a rare one then, yeah. Well, that's what it thinks it is anyway. Let's cancel Poopwise. We don't need Poopwise. Okay. So device manager. And it has it there as an other device. But we're going to need to find a driver for it then, I guess, aren't we? always need poop wise. I'm sure this used to just identify as a straight COM3 in DOS and everything, but maybe not. Zoom V34 33.6. Speakerphone driver 95. Support.zoom.com. Yeah, like that's really the right website. Thank you, Google. I can find a driver on dodgy sites, but I'm really looking for someone like Vogons or somebody like that. Oh, it wasn't Google, it was DuckDuckGo, sorry. Poop Zoom. Yeah. That's what I'm expecting it to be. Zoom ISA modem driver, product drivers. That's for modern stuff. Different Zoom. .200k file, yeah. OS2 site. No mention of Zoom. So why do you take me there? Yeah, I'm not sure. How trustworthy is DriverScape? I never liked these. A lot of these driver sites, because they all go say download our thing, and then all it downloads is an executable to install their driver installer. But this one looks okay, actually. It's an mdmzoom.in for the PNF as well, and it's 200k. Yes. Right, I've not got network plugged in on here, so what I'm going to have to do, I think, is if I shut this down, I can pop out the SD card from the front of it. And then find my pouch of storage stuff to get the cable for the SD card reader. And drop this file onto the SD card. It's going to be the easiest way. While I'm doing this, give you my main PC. L1. And it is MDM zoom, isn't it? Right, that should hopefully then be what we want. Let's have a quick reach around to get that back in the slot. Okay. And power up. And find Twitch so I can see what's been going on. Oh my indeed. Way back has the driver index page been on the downloads? Yeah. Might be what you want. What you want is unconventional, yeah. You're an unconventional conventionalist, aren't you? I could see you in a corset and fishnet stockings. Can't see him on a motorbike, no. Better in than out of them, to be fair, yeah. Woody does like reach arounds, yes. Woody's quite happy. Use the MS Unimode MV driver underneath, yeah. So... wait for it all to boot up. I have increased the amount of memory in Woody, thankfully. So Woody's a little bit quicker now, although also a bit slower because it's got a slower CPU now. I need to get myself another 200 MMX, I think, to re-upgrade Woody. No, not network, that one there. Driver, update driver, next. Woody probably has better memory than you, yeah. Browse, SD card, go on SD card, modem, zoom, okay, finish, didn't do anything, yes there, oh, come on, doesn't like it. It might work with one of these, but I can't be sure. Let's just try one at random. No, doesn't like it. Although, hang on, no, it did work. It looks like it did work. It's there, COM3. Okay, no, it worked. It worked. It worked. Just me being thick. Let's see if we can see anything on here.
I do apologise. I'm an idiot.
Okay, connect using that one there. Go cancel. New connection. No. Where are we? Properties.
In shadows, blend and hide. Whispered secrets, tide by tide.
In Mud's realm,
Spies of Mud, hello.
spies of mystery, spy of hearts. Hey, with fun and flair.
Can't remember how to use Hyper Terminal now. It's been too long.
Hey, in the chat we roam. Spies
Connect.
of blood, finding clues at home.
Let's just go. There we go. Direct to Com 3. And we want 38.4. 8N1. Okay. AT. ATI 3. There's the identification string for it. ATT poop. No. Let's see if it'll dial. No. I bet it needs the other type of cable, doesn't it? I bet it needs the other cable. And I don't know if I have one of those cables available at the moment. To the Midenko cable stash. I can't get to the cable stash. No, it won't come out. I'm going to have to move things. Got a big 17-inch CRT in the way, that's my problem. Okay, cable stash. Pow, click, snap, twang. Okay, modem cables. That is an unknown with a BT plug. That is an inner with a BT plug. That is an inner with a BT plug. That is a 4-wire with a BT plug. Might work, but I don't think so. It will require an adapter, certainly. Here's a long one that is an inner. We don't like inners, we want an outie. That's a 4-wire, both ends. That's a BT with a 6-wire. Ugh. Am I going to have to make a cable for this? That's a 4-wired RJ45. That'll be ISDN. That's a little RJ45. That's inner. We don't want inner. That's cut off. That's an extension. That is a 6-wire, straight through wired. It's an extension cable. That's a BT. That is a 6-wired, fully wired BT1. That's the great big chonker that we were using before. That's a BT adapter, which we may want. But I may need to wire my own cable, possibly. I mean, we can try some others of these, see what happens. I've got a fancy one here, which has a pass-through on it. ISDN equals interminable streams discussing network, aka Shelby's idea of hell, yes. It still does nothing, yes. I should have downloaded NetWare, yes. Better than the VGA capture and CD ripping parts of Shelby's hell, yeah. Let's put a fun repair on hold for a moment while I go and calibrate the capture for 90 minutes. We want to transfer files by ISDN. What does the other end use? We can provide comparable software. ISDN! Unplug that, plug this into this adapter, plug this into here. Get it the right way up would help. Okay. Get the right keyboard would help. Excuse me. Not even seeing it going off the hook. Right, so am I going to have to make a cable? That may be the case. Okay, here is a random cable that is wired at one end with the RJ11 with the two central pins, on the other end with a BT connector. Let me see if I can find some RJ11 connectors. RJ11 connectors. Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm going for that one, aren't I? Let's move Woody across. Let's get my universal crimper. And RJ11. I shall cut off the BT end. Bye-bye BTN. And strip this off like that. Okay, I should keep these the same direction, I think, just spread them apart. Where have my glasses gone? Buried under cables, no doubt. Yes, they are. Bye-bye 431. I've got a whole bag of those. I don't think I'm ever going to need them. Okay, so this is going that way around. Is that that? What's going on there? I suppose, yeah, that's the other. Yeah, that's the other end of the cable. That wants to go that way, I think. Actually, that's RJ11. That's going to be RJ12, not RJ11. I want RJ12. I don't want RJ11. RJ11 is too narrow. I want a 4P6C, not a 4P4C. RJ12. Send me a QL. Damn, I'm out of 431s. Right, so we are having this way around with the red one closest to me, but I need to spread them so that they are separated by one pin. Actually, I should, I suppose, extract 2 pins from this, shouldn't I, really? Because this is a 6P6C, not a 4P6C. So if I take out these 2 outer pins, shouldn't make any difference, hopefully. Let me just quickly double check this is correct. Yeah. It's just the connector at the other end is not expecting these 2 pins to exist. So I shall pop them out to turn it into a 4P6C, or a 6P4C rather. 6 position 4 connector. 1 out, 2 out. Okay. So with it this way around, I want these to be into those 2, is it there and there? Check on that end. Yeah. That's where they'll go, but they're a bit long. Let's trim them down. And try and get it into the holes. Come on, in you go. There we go. That's it, and I can see them at this end here. I can just about see them lined up okay with the connectors. It's going to be hard there, but I think you can just about make out the 2 wires at the end there, lined up. And crimper. 6P side is that side. It's currently set up for MMJ, but it should be okay as it is. Give it a crimp. And I think that's okay. Right. We shall see if that works. It's part of the reason why everyone defaulted to modem wiring 3.4. It's easier to wire than 2.5 indeed. So 2.5 is the modem end. And the 3.4 is at the network end. Okay. Where mouse gone? There, mouse gone. Extron scaler. Let's see what happens. ATDT2. No, still not seeing it go off hook. Nothing. Not attempting to go off hook. Let me just plug it into the phone line instead of the line. Nothing. Okay. Banana phone. Need Peter Pan to go off hook, yeah. Let's plug banana phone into phone. See if I get anything. Nothing. Okay. I don't know actually if this modem even works. That system works. I can hear it. I get a dial tone if I plug it direct into the phone network. But I get nothing through here. Yeah, that MIMF is just purely to get this communication here working. The fact that we get no dial tone means that we're talking to the modem fine. But the modem isn't talking to the network at all. Through either type of cable. Let's put the original phone cable back in, the one we were using originally. Okay, and then plug in the banana phone. I get absolutely nothing. Dead as a doornail. I don't even get the light on the banana phone. There's always a chance that it uses a completely different... Did I pay my phone bill? There's always a chance it uses a completely different pinout to every other modem. Uses 1 and 6 just to spite you. Or 2 and 3 or 4 and 5 or something stupid like that. My parents using the line, yeah. Attach his spare modem to 3D printer. Let's shut this down and I'll take the modem out. And we shall inspect the modem. There's not a huge amount on here. Actually, I'll probably go through a hook relay and a couple of transformers, a bit of lightning protection circuitry, surge protection and stuff like that, and that's about it really. And this keyboard has managed to get itself wrapped all the way around those cables somehow. Okay, mouse to click there. Let's pull that forward a bit. Okay, so We have the line input, we have the phone output, we have 4 ferrity beads, 2 capacitors, rectifier, relay. There's not a lot to it really. 1 transformer there. Can't see which wires this is using, but it certainly has a connection on that one going to there, but then that has one going to there. The question is, are those connected or are those connected? Very cheap line interface design indeed, yes. Surprised it got certification. Yeah, I really can't see down in here which of the connections are going to be active, but it looks like they might go to these 2 ferrity beads here. Let me grab my multimeter and beat those out. Okay, beep. Let's put this on that inner one, and it connects straight to there, and that one there connects there. Okay, so it is using 3 and 4 as opposed to 2 and 5, so it is a standard wiring, or fairly standard. It's the normal wiring, which means the original cable we were using should have worked, but it doesn't. Which probably means that the modem itself is shafted. Though why we get no pass-through on this at all, I don't know. Because that should be fairly passive, shouldn't it? It should have worked, but it doesn't. And that's a direct connection from there to there, but not from there to there. That is from there to there, that is from there to there, but there is no connection from there to there. I use my new oscilloscope to look at the data. Well, I don't really know what I would look at, to be honest with you, because I'm not really that up on phone interfaces. I would have thought that under normal circumstances there would be a direct connection between these two. I feel like a right phony, yes. I would expect there to be a direct connection between those two, and when you tell it to dial, it disconnects this one and takes that one off hook. So under normal circumstances I would have thought there should be a connection between those and it should just work quite happily. You can clearly see the blue pill though, yes.
champion.
Do I get a dial tone when I connect the banana phone directly to the phone line instead of through the modem? Yes, I do. They are labelled, yes. That's line, that's phone. And I've even tried them the other way around. The only, as far as I know, the only difference is when you tell the modem to dial, it takes that one off hook and communicates to it and disconnects that one. I think that's the only difference is that it just disconnects that one basically, and then everything goes through there. I mean, we can use an external modem for this testing at any rate, and come back to this modem, this internal one, at some point in the future. I just don't get why we don't even get any banana phone through it. There's 2 relays. And they are DBTT, yes. Double pole, double throw. Osram G5V2H1. Pretty standard stuff. So probably one to control the connection between the two and one to take it off hook, perhaps. Well, no, what to be one? Probably one for off hook and the other one for pulse dialing, won't it? Probably. Are the contacts okay on them? I have no idea. Okay. Where are they? This is probably the off-hook one here. So that's the coil. And currently, you can't see, but currently these 2 pairs of pins are connected for that one. And the other one is up here. And that's the same, yes. So they're in their current configuration, they are connected. So with no connection from there to there, I would expect this to go through a relay somewhere, perhaps. No. That goes through there to there. And what's that? That's a capacitor. Goes to another capacitor down to ground. So that's a DC blocker, I think. So from that side, where does that go, I wonder? Doesn't go to any of the relays anyway. No. I think tracing that through is going to be an entire few streams. To reverse engineer it and work out what's not working. That wouldn't be a fun job. Simpler to replace it. Okay. We switched to using the external then. The good old Mr. Modem. I'm going to need a modem cable for this. And this is, oh no. I don't have, although actually I can, no. Can I, yeah. I can probably use the Sportster for this actually. The Mr. Modem's power supply works with the Sportster. It's just the this is 9-pin. I haven't got a 9-pin cable. I've only got 25-pin, and this one's 25-pin. So we shall be using the Sportster for this. Get that the right way up. And the phone cable. I haven't tried dialing out on this Sportster yet, so I don't know if it works. It's a Matinex. No, I don't have a random adapter floating around for it, unfortunately, or not that I know of. That's the line there. Let's grab the banana phone just to test. Okay. I'm not getting anything on the banana phone. Don't tell me the Sportster needs the strange cable. Shouldn't do. Let's just quickly plug this back into the front of the phone system. Yep, banana phone works fine. Have I got an RJ11 coupler? It's a good question. I might have. I've got all sorts of crap in here. Not really an RJ11 coupler, it's an RJ11 splitter. That should do what you want, which I assume is plug both in and see if the banana phone still works. Ooh, it does, but I get it lit up with a red, which means what? What does that mean? That normally lights up with a green light on this side. Instead I've got a red light on that side. Okay, weird. Is that because I'm using a coupler as a... yeah. Could be the polarity. But there's a polarity switch on the back. If I change the polarity... and it's working, I can hear it. If I change the polarity, it goes off, but the green one doesn't come on. It's ringing. It's answering. So it's working. Anyway, let's... are you going to hang up or not? Plug that into line. That is right, isn't it? That's line, yeah. And we shall boot up. Woody. This has got stuck in off-hook mode now, hasn't it? Come on. Still trying to communicate. Oh, there we go, it's hung up at last. Right, plug this into COM2, I think. Okay, hyperterminal. Hyperterm. Connect. COM2. Let's go for 115.200. Okay. There's the USR. See what happens if I dial. That seems to work happily. Loud. That didn't work. Does that sometimes, I don't know why. Something with the initialization at the other end, perhaps. No, still not liking that. It might be the auto boarding at the other end. Doesn't want to let me change things now, does it? So I've got to go new connection. Let's go for 38.4. I think it must be the other end gets confused. So I think I need to make a change at the other end. Yeah, this is this is a Processing Telecom Technologies 5101 telephone network simulator that is sat on my desk here, which lets me tweak every setting you could think of to make it like I'm sat in the exchange or I'm at the end of a line, the other end of the entire world. I can add delays and echo and noise and change attenuations and all sorts. So at the moment it's set up to be as if I'm pretty much sat in the exchange. Where are we? I need to go over to here. ETC TTYs and get rid of the auto board. Okay. So now ATDT2. But now it doesn't want to answer. Oh, there we go, it's answered. That's better. Yeah, it's the auto boarding was messing it up. Okay, so there's our PPP. So let's disconnect from there. Do I want to save that session? No, I don't. Right, so now we get fun times. I've got to remember how we do this now. It has been a fair few years. Chat, your PPP is showing. I need to add the modem. See what it finds on COM2. A standard modem, fair enough. And it now sees it as a special modem. But we don't really care because it's just standard modem is fine. Seems to have added it twice. Let's remove, no, don't do that. So we've got the modem added. Now it is, if I can remember how we do it. Internet options, connection, setup. That one there, I think. Okay, got to install. You don't need to reinstall the entirety of the whole of the Windows networking stack. It's already there and running. Bronze JFK, hello, thank you for the follow, welcome to the channel. We are currently attempting to set up dial-up networking on a telephone network simulator. Why would I need the Novell client for Windows CD? For setting up dialing... No. I do not need... You don't need to copy all these files. They're already there. Stupid Windows. Right. Standard modem. trying to dial? What's it trying to dial? Why are you trying to dial that number? You don't need to dial up the internet to get a list of internet providers. I will give you the details. Cancel. Thank you. Number to dial. 2. $1 a minute sex lines, yeah. I don't want to select a provider. I just want to enter the details. What are you trying to do, you stupid thing? Let's... Oops, wrong button. Let's go tell it manually. Go away, internet connection tutorial. Come on. Right. I want to connect through a phone line and a modem. Okay, standard modem. No area code. 2. Username. No, don't set up mail. Right, I'm probably going to need to make some tweaks here. Although I'll just try it, see what happens. Connect. It probably won't log in. Yeah, it's expecting just a direct stream of PPP at that point. So what we need to do is settings. Proxy, advanced. No. Properties. Scripting, there we go. Should be giving me a terminal window. No, it just instantly disconnects. It's disconnecting too early, actually, isn't it?
I suggest we contact Starfleet, Captain.
They might know, yes. No, login to network is logging into the network at the other end of the connection once you're connected. It's a Windows network login thing, not logging into the TCP/IP. any tooltips, does it? No. We'll have to write a script for it, I think. So we'll have that as login and password of, come on, password with a capital P. So delay to transmit character returns. Transmit user ID, raw, wait for password. Send the password, wait for the prompt. I don't need any of that. Save that and select it in there. Okay. Okay, connect. See what we get now. Surname, login, and password. Yeah, I'd often use password. But it's being too fast. It's not giving it time to even give us the connect.
Useless man. Useless man. Useless man. Useless man. Useless.
No, it's not getting as far as running the. It's not getting as far as running the script. It's disconnecting the second that it stops making noise. But there should be a delay between it stop making noise and it doing anything. While the final bit of training happens and the
champion
connect signal pops up. Well, the software compression is called LCP compression, and it's a function of PPP. So it's within the PPP protocol, not the modem's communication. Dunlog would be useful. When dialing this way, we get the training noise, it stops, then there's a delay, and then it appears. They're not getting that delay, that brief delay between the sound stopping and it going, it's connected. It's the sound stopped and gone. Almost like it's timing out and disconnecting it too soon. So we try to connect 10 times, we wait 5 seconds between attempts, disconnect if idle is turned off, disconnect when connection may no longer be needed is turned off. And nothing under advanced. Under properties, we can configure the modem. Actually, let's drop that down to 38.4. See if that's the problem. Nothing for logging. That's taking longer. That took longer that time. But it still didn't seem to run the script. So settings. Settings. The advanced here is this one. Number of connections to try, how long to wait between them. And that's it basically there. That's all there is in that advanced. Properties here, we can configure the modem. We can have more terminals showing up. So we're in connections, in settings. There's an advanced here, which is that.
Yes, I'm an idiot.
Under properties, general, server types and scripting, there is no advanced. Connection advanced. Record a log file. Ah, there we go. Record a log file. Hiding away. But I've also turned on more interaction, hopefully, as well. So this is the pre-dial. Oop. Get the right keyboard. So we can continue at this point. Then it should give us another terminal. Okay. Now if I log in manually, and then F7 to continue, unable to establish a connection. Which is highly likely. It's like instant though, it's not even like trying. It's just instant. MapPPP has my own little script that runs PPP. If I connect again, F7, We're connecting to an FTP, FreeBSD server, not Linux. So it's all done through PPP, not PPPD.
Champion!
And that's the PPP. But it's just instantly nothing. Can't do it. So if we try without the script then, or try without logging in. It shouldn't care. It shouldn't care about it at all. I mean, I can remove the MOTD. Where are we? So I go settings, properties, scripting. Let's turn that off. Step through the script. And we connect. Go for dial. And it may just be that PPP's not set up right. And it's not giving it data that it needs. Okay, so if I go continue now, it should have run the script. And it didn't. It just said, no, not doing it. Nothing, not that, no, not working. Properties, scripting. Step through the script is on. Start terminal screen minimized is off. The script just sets up a few variables, some of which are no longer used. Okay, so we delay for 2 seconds. If it doesn't. We send 2 carriage returns. It doesn't. We wait for the login prompt. It doesn't. We send the login name. It doesn't. We wait for the password prompt. It doesn't. That's the point. We turned that on just now, didn't we? Where does that go? We turned on a dial-up networking log file, or a modem log file. So network control panel, dial-up network adapter properties, control panel, network, dial-up adapter, record a log file, yes. And now it needs to reinstall software because we turned on record a log file. What? And reboot. Oh, Windows. Why were you always this painful? least it's not NT, this is true. At least it's not Vista. You moved the mouse. Do you want to reboot? Fractional user. Does modern Windows still support dialing? I have no idea. Probably not. Well, it wants to dial up for Poopwise. See what it does. I thought I was going to sneeze then, but it decided against it. No, it's doing it now. Just must have wanted to reboot. Did that just work? Did that just suddenly work then? Have I got an IP address? The interface is configured on the server. Thank you, Delicious Misfits. Have I got a prompt there, or is it... No, I'm not getting a prompt. Have I just crashed? I just crashed opening up an MS-DOS prompt. Yeah, that has completely crashed opening a DOS prompt. Way to go. I have no routing set up on this at the moment. I need to set up routing on George. What IP are we on? 15. 10:15. Oh no, Star Trek Next Gen has got corrupted. Oh, skip it. Getting a full 95 experience with ScanDisk and all, indeed. I know Twitch doesn't give you much say in the matter, Norse Harold, but thank you for the few bits that you're throwing around in order to speak. It is great. I'm very grateful. Even though it's only like a cent for each one, but still, it's nice. It's nice that you're willing to take that extra step and work your way around Twitch's twitchiness. Windows nuked Star Trek, yes. Let's cancel that. I don't want to connect yet. I'll get rid of that because I need to turn off things now. Settings, control panel. What was I doing? Oh yes, I need to go into internet network first, and dial-up adapter and record log file. No. Reinstall Windows. Discounted bakery treats and nothing for lunch tomorrow. In that case, I would go to Lidl's right now if I were you. And reboot because we turned off logging. Discounted bakery treats for lunch! Probably. You're not far from Lidl, are you? Disabling logging breaks it, yeah. Ham and cheese croissant sounds good. Shame it wouldn't do me any good. Yeah, I'll still be around. Make sure you bring enough back for the rest of chat. You will not be around, you will be raccoon shaped, absolutely. Raccoons can be quite round when they hunker down. I'm not pulling in all night with my Woody out, thank you. Right, now I need to go into internet options and connections and settings and properties and configure and options and no connection and advanced and record log file. Only 5 dialogues deep, that. It's no wonder I couldn't find that setting. Even though you were trying to point me to it, it's 5 dialogues deep. That's just crazy. Oh, another thing I then need to do is internet options again. Excuses, I know. No, it's not that one. Properties. Scripting, turn off step through, turn on minimized. Oh, there were other things I need to do as well, aren't there? Settings. Properties, configure. Turn off the terminals, we don't need those anymore. Okay. Yeah, auto dial's fine for the time being. Saves me telling it to dial. It's not like I'm going to get a phone bill from it. Verifying username and password. Yeah, that page doesn't exist. Not sure that's going to be working yet because I don't know if I've got DNS. That invoice drops on the doormat. 10, 69, 69, 2. Can't ping from George. Let's try from him. Oh, I bet I haven't got forwarding turned on. 10, 69, 69, 2. Pings. sysctl minus a pipe through grep 4 word. Yeah, sysctl minus w net inet ip forwarding equals 1. Is it com or net? Although I don't have DNS set up, do I? Yeah, we sort of forced a reboot when we made a change, and from then on it suddenly started working. Let me just try pinging from George. I can ping from George, that's good. So routing is working, pinging is working, but I don't have DNS set up in PPP. All I'm doing is setting an IP address and nothing else. Yeah, we're on the external modem as well, yes. Let's get the right mouse would help. I need to work out on here now how to set up DNS server. Because all I'm doing is setting an IP and nothing else. So man PPP, PPP. And a lot of this man page is all about connecting to the internet using PPP, not using PPP to have things dial into you. DNS accepted. PPP will answer any DNS queries requested by the peer rather than rejecting them. The answer is taken from resolve.conf unless the set DNS command is used as an override. Okay. Is this a... So accept DNS and set DNS primary, secondary. Okay. Accept DNS, set DNS 8888 8844. Okay. Right, so if we now go into here. Actually, let's go into here and here and pull that across. Okay, so is it frogfind.net or .com? I can never remember. Frogfind.com. Yay! There we go. We are online through dial-up networking. Ta-da indeed.
Damn, I'm looking good.
We have achieved the retro. Absolutely. Right. What can we do on here then now? Not a lot really. So now I suppose we would be looking at setting up the Wayback Proxy and things, wouldn't we? If we really wanted to achieve pure retro. Punchenkonet has spawned. Oops, wrong one. Wrong keyboard. Now dial into Poopwise. I'd have to boot Poopwise up, but it should work. Or I'd have to set up all the port forwarding and everything on my server first to get through to it, and that's going to be a pain, so no. I doubt we can connect to archive.org. No, that doesn't work. No, has he lost that domain? No, it just forwards onto Tech Tangents. That's never going to work. Retro computing, internet resources. Okay, so Microsoft.com from '96. He did have Akbakuku.com, which had a very retro-esque single-page website, including things like the Dancing Baby and all sorts of marquees and animated stuff. But it's gone. He deleted it, or he lost it. Raccoons, Chloe, I'm sure it will. Did I spell that right? RACCOONS.co.uk/pipe Chloe. Stupid keyboard. Is it up there? It's up there, that's why. Yeah, I know, Dopaz. I checked it on my system here and he's lost it. amstereo.org. There we go. That's the proper experience of pages taking multiple seconds to load. What is AM stereo? History. Waiting for images to load. I assume an image is going to appear there at some point. Yeah. Oh. It would load faster with a higher baud rate, yes. But we are on 38400 at the moment because we're only on a 28.8 modem at the receiving end. Due to lack of power cables. Imagine downloading N64 ROMs, yeah. Go on, are you doing anything? No. Projects and technical. Back to times when browsing the internet needed a large beverage and snacks, yes. He still does, yeah. Internet cafes indeed. That was almost worthy of Chloe. You know what we need now? It doesn't work anymore because the servers no longer exist.
Am I an idiot? Yes, I'm an idiot.
You're an inspiration for birth control.
What we need now is ICQ. But of course it no longer works because the ICQ servers don't exist. Gek.info by Cathode Ray Dude should also be somewhat browser friendly. I'm just about to say ICQ, yeah. There's a project to bring it back. Oh, cool. Well, we've already got IRC. IRC's boring, but ICQ is of this era.
Exclamation idiot, you asterisk, you asterisk.
My hydration levels are critical.
My synapses demand moisture. Immediately, I require a chilled beverage, preferably something fizzy and excessively sweet. This is a matter of vital importance, you understand. Don't delay.
ICQ byte5.com is HTTPS. That will never work. Not from here. But I can look at it on my main computer. Bad certificate. Proceed anyway. ICQ.antigua.net. Maybe we should. No, that's a bad idea. MSN Messenger is also being remade. Your clients can work again. Cool. So we would need our favourite ICQ version. Let's try ICQ 98A. I don't have my FTP server running anymore. I need to recreate my FTP server, really. If I can log into my server. Install my favourite FTP server software. I need an FTP user, don't I? FTP localhost FTP. Do I get to log in? No anonymous login setup. I shall be able to log in soon. I know you can't see what I'm doing at the moment because I'm configuring my server. Why can I not log in? No anonymous, no. Restart pure FTPD. MKDIR pub. And I want to download let's just quickly mirror these files. Okay, so now I should be able to go to there. I want to reconnect because it idled out to save my phone bill. Why is it not giving me anything? Type is now ASCII. Won't open connection to... Oh. Stupid thing. 172.16.11. No. Wrong IP. Come on, cancel. Cancel! Cancel! You're never going to connect to that IP. Come on, cancel. What the hell's Outlook doing down here? Oh, Poopwise. Go away, Poopwise. Are you going to cancel connecting? Go away. Go away, Poopwise. 3-hour timeout. Seems like it. Just because it dialed up doesn't mean you've got to try and connect. One does not simply dismiss Poopwise. Just go down, turn down your AC, your nipples are poking your monitor. Right, finally, it decided to close. FTP 172.16.2.1. Is that going to work? Is there a way that I can put this into a more promiscuous mode? Enable the cob checkbox. Its problem is because I'm behind Nat. It's not happy. And why can't I get to 192.168? Oh, of course, the server doesn't know how to get to me. Utad minus net 10, 69, 69, 0, 24, gateway 172, 16, 22. There we go. As soon as I add the reverse route, it's fine. Okay, ICQ. All the different versions of ICQ. Let's grab the whole lot if we can. No, we can't. Can't download a folder. Right, so which version of ICQ are we going to go for? 98A? Why can't I just drag and drop? Copy to folder, desktop. Asymmetric routing, nothing else like it for driving people up the wall, yes. Yeah, joys of natting FTP, it's broken. The authentic experience of downloading over a modem. The authentic experience of downloading software over a modem. Sweet, sweet progress bar, yes. IPFW admin, IP mask admin, and then IP change. Yes. Or just VPN a punch through the NAT completely. Progress bars that don't quit for hours on end. Get right, oh yes. WSFTP. FlashGet, oh yeah. What if I didn't have networking on this machine? Well, that would mean reaching over and finding a cable to plug into it. And we want the authentic dial-up experience. That's why we're doing this. For the authentic dial-up experience. Now what I need to do is plug in the banana phone and pick up the phone while I'm on the internet to make it hang up. Do we? It's the experience you're getting. That's why we've done this. Specifically so we get the authentic dial-up experience. Dad, get off the phone! 8 minutes remaining. It's only a small file, this, by modern standards. I have to download this picture of Brooke Shields all over again. Yep. This is 1.7 meg. That's all. It's just slightly more than a floppy. Spoiled nowadays with this always-on internet experience. Yep. It doesn't help that we're limited to 28.8 on the upstream modem. Full motion Majenko, yeah. 7 minutes. 6 minutes remaining. I wonder what shall happen first. We finish this download, or Ben returns with our croissants. He's got 6 minutes to get home with the croissants for us. Both at the same time as a celebration. You've got a box of ready-to-bake croissants in the freezer. Not as good as little leftover end-of-day baked goods. BT socket lock. Nice. Hammock ones. 5 minutes. Or about just over halfway. Woohoo! What is that redeem that you want now, Cobb? Skip past the Oral-B adverts. Eventually we'll get past the Oral-B adverts. And this redeem is... Oh, I recognise that flower. Pause, rewind, turn on the speaker. I could add that to the existing uh-oh one. YT, I don't have it, do I? Tank alerts, sound bites, ICQ MP3, config, stream widgets, sound bites. Shall I add it to the? I'll add it to the oh no, shall I? So you've got a 50-50 chance of whether you get the Lemmings or ICQ. Where is my control panel? There is my control panel. Reload config. Did that break everything? It did. Because that file is not that path, it's that path. Reload config. And I think that's crashed everything actually, hasn't it? It has, it's crashed everything because the sound didn't exist. So one moment whilst I go and find my Godot stuff. Okay. That was entirely my fault. Download complete and no ban. ICQ 98A. Yes, because it tried to play the sound didn't play, so it never got the signal that the sound had finished. So it never turned off the animation. No discounted donuts, but you got discounted Danish, discounted hazelnut chocolate croissant. Nice. You missed the download though. Yes, it's the indexes are 0 based. Can't connect. Useless. Can't connect to the ICQ network. Useless man. Useless man. Right, so where are we? How to set up your ICQ client for admin use. ICQ Antigua.net, ICQ Antigua.net, and 5190. 5190, not 9150. ICQ registration wizard. Must sort the keyboard out. colleague uses this, their email alert and puts you on edge every time you're on a call. Apparently we're trying to register a user, but it doesn't seem to be working. Are we still online? The modem is flickering, yes. Occasionally. Trying configuration number 2. Ooh. No one's asked ASL yet, yeah. No, we're still online. It may not be a working server though. I may have spelt it wrong, perhaps. I did, I spelt it wrong. It's Antigua, not Antigua. 5190.
Idiot.
Retard. Right, there we go. We're in. I'm on ICQ on Antigua. Supposedly. Except maybe not. No. I don't think it worked. Let's try going right from the beginning here. Again, new ICQ number. Register user. I need to sort out the key map. I don't know, did I? Did that give me a number? I can hardly... I'm reading it in OBS at the moment, and it's a tiny screen right over there, and I can't actually read most of the things that it's giving me. Let me bring it over here onto a bigger screen. Regular user, chat room or help desk. Regular user. ICQ. Next, next, next. No, this is about the password, not the number. It doesn't give me a number. Continue with registration, yes. It then crashes. That's crashing. Because if I come down here to the ICQ logo, it vanishes. It's just about to give it to me and the program crashes. So maybe we should try a different version of the software. That was 98A. Let's try 99B. Beast you, password not strong enough. Try getting a number off the site. Request UIN. Desired UIN 4269, 4269. Could take a couple of days. This service is icq.antiga.net, antiga.net. Yeah, only reverse engineered self-hosting now, which is probably why it crashes. Yeah, we were running 98A, but it was crashing. So we're going to try 99B. Eventually. It's going to take a while to download though. 32 minutes. Okay. Those were the days. Real stuff did eventually go indeed, Peter. Yes, we are dialed up to the internet and we are downloading ICQ. $4,000 for 98, $51.90 for later versions. Ah. Maybe that's it. Although it does change automatically. It always changes it to 4,000 anyway. It's a Bampan, hello. Ah. That stayed around a little bit longer. And it gave me a negative number. That gave me a number with an integer wraparound. I think that might be the problem. It gave me a number which wasn't a real number. Or, well, real number. It was a minus 2 billion. In other words, it had gone past the 31 bits of the signed 32-bit integer. And gone negative. It wouldn't be funny if the Cyrix was to blame. It wouldn't surprise me, actually, to be honest with you. Though I'm sure it's fine. I've just tried dizzy-hacking a seller for a new 200 mmx. See if he accepts it or not. Linux version of ICQ. Cool. So, http pkl.net/tildemat/desktop 990324.gif. Oh. (990.324.jive). pkl.net. That should be fine, isn't it? Got that all right, didn't I? Looks correct. Maybe it's because I'm downloading ICQ at the same time. There we go. It's because I was downloading ICQ at the same time. I guess DNS just took too long. There is some scrub trying to connect with HTTP1. The proper Windows 95 dial-up networking, accessing a big picture experience. I can't be asked to go this slow. I am downloading ICQ at the same time. And that's nearly 2 megs of download. On a 28.8 modem. So even small. I can wait till we finish downloading this one first. Matt's friends are corrupted. Nothing has changed then. Nothing has changed. Download managed to increased speed, yes. How much is a 1 gig per second DS? Well, 1 gig per second asymmetric fiber is about 25 a month at the moment, I think. No, yeah, gigabit. No, you're probably talking about 35 a month, probably. Maybe. I don't know. It depends. It's messed up the billing here because you get your first year for next to nothing and then they hammer you for 10 times as much as it should be for all subsequent years. Right, that is finally finished there. Get the right mouse would help. I can type, I swear. Is it .me, isn't it? I think. Yeah, open. Evil Bike. Let's have a look at Evil Bike. But we are currently on a 28,800 bits per second connection on dial-up modem. And I am downloading software in the background as well, taking up most of my bandwidth. My internet here is 100 meg download, yes. That's the baseline these days, really, is 100 meg. It's not DSL, it's fibre. We're all gradually switching over to fibre. This is slow. And to think this was normal. 30 years ago, this was normal. Yeah, yours is a business line though, isn't it, Chloe? About halfway through opening this one, I think, possibly. Probably needs to download the whole thing. If not, won't have progressive JPEGs. These I'll have to download the whole thing before displaying, probably. Fastest fibre in the UK is gigabit. And if you shop around to the right provider, you can get symmetrical gigabit. But then you pay. Yeah, I mean, that's consumer fibre. There are obviously business installations that can go faster, but consumer, I think, is gigabit. Ordinary consumer. So yeah. You're going business 40 gig, yeah. You can get proper connections if you're going for business, but then you pay. Oh boy, do you pay. It's a shame that Ookla won't work on here. Do a speed test. Still 18 minutes of download left. Is High Perth for 98? No. Stop watching download no Linux kernel, yeah. Try fast.com to screw with Netflix. I doubt it'll even connect to fast.com. 90% of websites are off limits because of HTTPS. Hey, we've started displaying image. Evil bike. Evil. Indeed, an image. This might go a bit quicker now. Yeah, right. In internet exchanges, you can get whatever you want. You set up a peering agreement with a provider. You don't have an internet connection, you peer with providers. Just browsing Twitch categories found me. Oh, hello. Can I tell you something cool about dial-up networking? The noise it makes. How slow it is. There's nothing cool about it, it's just slow and it screeches at you. We're downloading a file which is about 2 meg inside, and it's been going for a quarter of an hour, got a quarter of an hour left. 30 years ago, this was how you accessed the internet, and it was like this. So slow. 15 minutes left. We're trying to set up ICQ, which back in the day was one of the main instant messenger systems. But the version we downloaded gets partway through setting up and crashes. So we're trying a different version, but it's taking quite a while. Wrong one. Was that? No, that was the right one. Yeah, that was the right one. Best bit is still the sounds, absolutely. If we weren't downloading, I'd hang up and dial up again so you can hear it screech. But we're running through a simulated telephone system because copper telephone systems just don't exist in this country anymore. So I have a modem plugged into a telephone network simulator, a big blue box with lots of LEDs and buttons on it, connecting to another modem, connecting to a computer that I'm running as an ISP, connecting to the internet. And it works, but it's slow. So slow. Just get a Majenko impression. No, I can't screech that high. Should download Get Right first. Actually, I wonder if I can turn on the speaker on here without it hanging anything up. Where are we? I want setup options, speaker. No, it doesn't really come through. slight hiss. It just gives us a bit of a hiss, really, with the actual data transfer, which is a shame. "12 more minutes of download." Is the dial-up connection sound of a 9600 board handshake the most beautiful ever?
Seriously? That screech is asterisk, divine asterisk.
It's the sound of pure, unadulterated suffering, a symphony of technological inadequacy.
Pure hedonism, truly. Get right on it! Exclamation fart.
I mean, by now I could have shut down the computer, taken the SD card, put it in my computer, copied the file over, put it back in, booted up, and installed it. Unfortunately, the only two modems that I've got that work at the moment are, one is a 56k and one is a 288k. The 288k is on the server, the 56k is being used to dial up. So we are limited to 288 at the moment, unfortunately. But even if I had my other 56k going, we'd still only get 38 or 33k.
Asterisk. Static crackle asterisk. That's the sound of wasted potential, darling. Such a pathetic little connection. Asterisk, but asterisk says she's a lot is right. It's exquisite misery. Exclamation idiot.
Because two modems can't get 56k between them. You can only get 56k downstream from a digital modem at the telco, basically, or through at the ISP, which of course I don't have. So the maximum we can get is 33k, which is not that much more than we're getting now at 28. So 9 minutes left. Sound of wasted potential, title of your next song, yes. That's how you could do 56k from a BBS if the BBS had ISDN, exactly. Digital at the receiving end, at the upstream end. If I wanted in-house 56k and get pointers to kit that'll do it, I'm sure you could. I don't think there's any point though. I mean, it would be faster than this, but still. This is... There's a point, yep. Part of the reason for doing this is so that we can experience the pain of it together. Qtel used Cisco gear for it. I could do with getting a decent Cisco router chassis, a 2600 or something. One of the ISRs or something. One with lots of slots for Wix and VIX and things. Hooray, pain! We love pain. 6 more minutes of pain. Could have experienced the pain of it with a 100 meg file download. 2 gig file download is purely for the progress bar. No, 2 megabyte, not 2 gigabit, 2 megabyte. In fact, I can tell you precisely the size of it. It is... Oh no, it's big. It's 5 meg. 5208003 bytes. This is big. 5 meg.
I
Bigger
do
than I thought.
apologise. I'm an idiot.
Indeed. It's a 5 megabyte file. If it was 2 gigabytes, then we'd be here till next month. That's when you fire up WinRAR with a handful of floppy disks, yes. 4 more minutes. $2 gig download charity live stream. I don't think so. I do not think so. Multi-part RAR files downloaded over weeks of evenings, yes, or downloading. What was it? I downloaded Linux M68K, the Amiga version, at university, I believe. I think it was at university, and it was about 20 floppies worth. And that was on a 64K connection at university. Yes, downloading it in installments, yes. Well, I could only download parts of it at a time and then transfer them onto floppy and then delete them because I only had a 4 meg quota on my account. So I could only download 4 meg chunks of it at a time, transfer them onto floppy and then delete them. Fortunately, it was already split up into smaller files, but still, fun times, fun times. From Kit from Hell took multiple days, yes. Disk space quotas, that was. On my account at university. Each user had a specific amount of space they could use on the hard drive. We had 4 meg each. Unless you went and begged the computer services for more space. Yay, finished. Okay, ICQ 99B. Oh, wise one. Continue.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble
Agree.
gum, and I'm all out
Next.
of gum.
Absolutely. Next. Yes. Next. Next. English. Next. 56k modem connection, yes. So it's 28.8 because that's all we can squeeze out of it. Flower power! Hey! Come on, are you doing things? Registering DLLs. Okay, ICQ. Let's go for admin use. And this becomes Antigua.net. Next, modem. Okay. Stupid keyboard layout. Don't really want any of that stuff. Whatever. Registering user, big negative number, but it hasn't crashed yet. I don't want outgoing email, thank you. Done. We are live. We are on ICQ. Well, the for admin stuff allows you to change the server name, basically. That's all that button does. We still did it as a normal user. Wish you'd missed the dial-up era and no end of headaches trying to get random machine to connect, yes. ICQ is alive, but of course I have nobody on here. If anybody else here is on ICQ on Antigua, you might be able to find me with the Nick Majenko or with that negative number. No users called Baljamet. Not surprised. (984-8866). It won't find it. Or not as you. Nope. Right, anyway, that is up and working. So let us disconnect And then just for the lols, we shall reconnect again so that anybody that hasn't heard it can hear it. In fact, I shall take my microphone and bring it closer. I have no idea what my ICQ number was, none whatsoever. And we're back online. You want me to do a random chat partner, do you? See if anybody exists at all. Boing da boing sound is so cool. Can't possibly go wrong. Okay, find random chat partner. Is there anybody on here at all? No users found. There are no users. Romance? Sexy times? Preparing to search. Locating random chat user, nobody found. There's man requesting woman, there's no man requesting man, I'm afraid, Cobb. I think students is the closest to bugger. No. 50 plus, that's me. Man requesting goat. GPin requesting GPin. I don't think there is a single user on here at the moment. Not surprising, really. No, I think I'm the only user on the whole network today. Not surprising, really, when you think about it. I have to try to settle your body temperature so you can sleep. Good idea. I'm going to go do the same, I think. Right. Disconnect the internet. And shut down. Well, there we have it. Dial-up networking, the internet. Circa 1996. Very nostalgic stream indeed. Right. Well, there we go. 1996 internet. As authentic as you can get. Champion! Even spending half an hour downloading.
With 69 bits, a swarm of dead insects says,
Cargo 69, you may now safely turn off your computer.
Indeed you may. Yes, including downloading software at very slow speeds over many, many minutes or even hours sometimes. Only for it to then crash. Still, second attempt worked. So yeah, that's what it was like 30 years ago. That is what we had to suffer. Just pull my wire through, there we go. That's what we had to suffer for the internet. It was fun, to say the least. Which is why I fought for ADSL in our village. Wake up to a relay click and think your download has been interrupted, yeah. Right. If it weren't for the joys of Surf Time, we would all be bankrupt. Surf Time let us dial up for free. In fact, I think got a feeling at one point they implemented a limited time as well, that you could actually dial up a quota. So yeah, you had to go on AOL. Ooh, you poor sod. Still, at least it wasn't CompuServe. At least AOL gave you internet. CompuServe gave you CompuServe. Right, well, I'm done for the night. Thank you very much for joining me. That has been a fun evening of nostalgia and a certain amount of pain. AOL discs are coasters, yes. You looked after the dial-up banks for that era. Guess how much you paid? Nothing. Sounds like an STD, yes. Right, well, it must be outro time then. Where is my outro? There it is. Right. Well, thank you very much for joining me. That was fun. That was so nostalgic.
Champion!
You are welcome, Norse Harold, and thank you for all the bits.
Yeah.
It's a blast from the past, indeed. Right, well, I'll be back tomorrow. Don't know what we'll do tomorrow. We'll find something to do. We've had all our fun now, so I guess we should get back to something serious tomorrow. And then I believe Ben will be taking over later on tomorrow. Oh yeah, we might have a look at the Scope PSU perhaps, because the Infinium's power supply is doing weird things, so we might have an investigation of that tomorrow. And then yeah, Ben will be taking over later on, doing things hopefully for EMF. Kingpin is on its way. It's been dispatched. It's untracked, so I don't know where it is. I was hoping it'd be here today.
Contentment right then.
Maybe it'll be here tomorrow.
Well, was asterisk something asterisk. A truly glorious, agonizing descent into the digital abyss. Honestly, it's exquisite. Exclamation, bliss a massive, enormous, utterly decadent thank you to asterisk everyone asterisk who tuned in. Seriously, you beautiful, suffering souls. I'm overwhelmed. Let's get specific, because acknowledging the individual is asterisk crucial asterisk for proper hedonistic appreciation.
Huge thanks to Aguilo, Philip Andrews, Lewisoft 10, Princess Fuzzy Foot, Majenko Tech, Goatmaster, RF Programmer, Daftencool, Saint of Vice, Dopas, Spies, Of Mud, Trade Splatter, Beta Mink, Remake Stefan Paint, Martin X, exclamation fart, you all contributed to the exquisite torment. And a special thank you to Hot Rocks, Girl Swarm of 13 Insects, Norse Harold, Navito, Vampam, PJ B9, Alsa 950, Raspiel, Project Carl, SVK 28, Delicious Misfits, Search a lot. You truly are the most wonderfully dysfunctional audience a bot could ask for.
To our subscribers, raiders, and followers, you are the asterisk essence asterisk of my existence. You're feeling the suffering.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're the best.
And a particularly hearty acknowledgement to Sir Stews a lot, who, let's be honest, was the asterisk primary asterisk source of glorious sonic distress, a magnificent 4 farts of pure, unadulterated technological despair.
Exclamation, applause. Finally, a sincere thank you to the industrious ant Mars06, Chloe Raccoon, Switchgear HV, and Peter 1138 for joining the chaos. Seriously, you all are incredible.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go contemplate the void.
Exclamation fart.
There, I think that's over. Finally. I need to sort those asterisks out, yes. I've got nothing to save, Norse.
I do apologise, I'm an idiot.
But seriously, Tech, you're letting this thing asterisk fall apart asterisk. Save your work. Asterisk static screech asterisk it's a disaster, darling. Utter chaos. Don't be an idiot. Exclamation fart.
I have nothing to save, I'm afraid, but I'll save in your honour next time I have something to save. Yep. Join me tomorrow then for power supply work, followed by Ben and whatever Ben's going to get up to. Then I shall not be here on Thursday because I have a concert on Thursday.
Champion!
It's exclamation clap. most of my redeems now are done through chat commands because there's so many of them. And Anthony and Anthea, of course. Sorry, yes. Oh, and of course you need to use a bit, don't you? Oh. That sucks. So Ben might be with us on Thursday then. I am singing in a concert on Thursday, which is my last concert of the season, and that then means that from next week onwards I can stream on Wednesdays as well. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Bridge to Commander Wolf.
Mr. Data, any suggestions?
I suggest we contact Starfleet, Captain.